position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Army Black Knights. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. So the Army Black Knights offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent.
Oh, he's just steamrolling the defense. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They've come out with answers on this possession and now another first down. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Might be changing the route. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Here comes the heat. Swings it out to his running back. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Maddox.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it.
Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Shakes off the defender. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Scanning the field, it's Booker. Works the middle of the field. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. Just plowing ahead. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Black Knights look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Army! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, to give, looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Gives it on the option. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the single running back.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Booker. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st down here for the offense. On the move. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The Black Knights are rolling down the field. Trying to move them on the counter. Inside the 30. There he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Maddox. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this 3rd down. 5 Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Line gets set. 1st down. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and...
There he goes! And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Army!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man all by himself. Breaks into the open on the left. Inside the... into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. And just when they thought they had a chance to pull even, the flag wipes it out, and they'll have to go back to work. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Got the first down himself. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got it.
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses hadn't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
They'll run the option. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here comes the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Got his man on the outside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Black Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Pressure coming. Got a little space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Booker. It's complete on the right side. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Army! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So as it turns out, a two-play drive results in a field goal. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Catch in the middle. It's Roberts.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Roberts. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. This guy is doing it all. It's like he's Glenn Davis and Doc Blanchard doing it all over the place for Army.
And there's no...
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. With the catch, it's Collier. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Lost to throw again. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The option look. Now the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Mikey Stadium alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on 3rd down. Turns it loose. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Touchdown, Ohio State. They take the lead with the 6. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Booker. Oh, they're after him. Swings it out to the flat. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. The Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Here's a heat. Got a man in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. this offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give on the option. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. To the air, it's Booker. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Yeah, and Apple, the QB, calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
The Black Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on.
He's loose. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. Going for the goal line. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. and it slips just inside that right upright. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Dropping back, it's Booker. Somehow fits it into that traffic. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Maddox. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Just a step short of midfield as he goes out of bounds, and what a spectacular return. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Black Knights! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team following on the football.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Under fire. They're working that left side. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ohio State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Forced out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Looking for a man. It's Booker. Finds the tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to fire on second down. Got a man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Fires to the tight end.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
They'll give it to the back. Running into the open space. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Black Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.